So, good morning, and welcome to the Book of Norman. This is Poppy, and she's hanging out there, and you can see we down there on the rock. This is our house that we have to leave soon, and this is the property that we're on. Up there, the red one is where we keep our goats, which we have to figure out what to do with because, well, we have to get rid of them because we probably have to move into an apartment because suddenly, back in February, our landlady announced that we're going to have to move because she's giving this house away to, well, to her grandson for his wedding, which is fine. I'm not really mad at her. She tried her best to give us as much notice as possible. We weren't prepared, and that's kind of a hard thing to deal with. So, I mean, it's like our kitties love the place. Obviously, they have a good time running around out here. We was just up on the roof of this porch I'm standing in. Hi, wee. And well, we have to move, and we have till the end of April to get out of here. And we're trying hard, and we're struggling to do so. And we've been in a struggle because of all kinds of fun things, from cats having vet problems to goats up on the hill there having problems. There's a goat. You can see Hannah if you look really closely in the little fenced area to the right of that red shed. And, it's just one of those things where it's like, just not sure what we're going to do. And I wish I had better answers. It's a beautiful place, and I love it here. It's not ours. We rent, and that's okay. And, yeah, we even got behind because that's how much we're struggling. There's only one of us working right now, just me, and I drive 35 plus miles a day to work and then back again, so about 70 miles a day or more. And so gas is pretty hard on us, and utilities in this area are just ridiculous, in my opinion. Well, they're ridiculous everywhere, I guess, but it's okay. Like I said, I'm upset. I'm angry. I can't help but be angry a bit because I just don't know what to do. We're trying our best. We're trying to find a place. It's really weird here. We go to check out a place, and one management company was like, they're only open during the week and they're not open on weekends, and they don't show anything on weekends when most people can do stuff. And then their hours are only until 4 p.m., which is when people are still at work. So how are you supposed to get anything looked at without taking off time from work? And it's like, well, that's kind of ridiculous. And yeah, I just don't know what to do anymore. So all the things in the world, it's like I've got this stacked as well. And I am complaining, I guess, because I don't want to have to deal with this crap. But I am. We're packing things up. We got a storage unit, which was also outrageous because, we got a good deal, but the deal is only good for a couple of months, and then the price goes up, and then there's all these extra fees. So what was supposed to be just $100 a month actually ends up being $150 with all the extra fees because you have to have protection, you have to have all this other stuff. So, they kind of nickel and dime you to death on everything, so, but whatever, we have to do it, so there we are. Another cost that we weren't expecting and we're trying to figure out. And oh yeah, it's funny because, did you want to go in, Poppy? You want to go inside? Yeah, Poppy is the one who damages the door, so it's all her fault. Go on, baby. Meanwhile, we still out here wanting to play. Yes, I do have a Starlink because even though I totally hate Elon Musk at this point, it is the only real option I've got for decent internet. I hate that, but I didn't hate it at first until Elon became a Nazi, or maybe he just started showing himself as a Nazi after time. And, whatever. I never had anything against him in the early days of SpaceX because I thought this was really cool. He's trying to do something innovative. I know he's not a scientist, he's not an engineer, he's just a businessman. But, hey, he was making some cool things happen. But, then he went really off the rails with that whole, I'm going to build a submarine to rescue those kids. And then they said, that's really ridiculous. And he called this guy a pedo for it. And it's like ever since then, I've like not crazy about the man, and it's just gotten worse. So yeah, let's just throw that in there. The state of our country right now. I'm flabbergasted that so many people out there are like hating on DEI, hating on equality, hating on empathy, hating on Christian values, really, though they call themselves Christians. And it's not just Christians. I have a friend who is Jewish who has some real weird values and really likes Trump. And I don't understand it because, like, you realize what this guy's doing with deporting people and making it illegal to speak out and all the things that he's doing right now. And I don't understand. I just don't get it. I mean, he apparently drank the Flavor Aid, and I feel bad for him. And I tried to talk to him about it, and it's just like he tries to talk in a kind of in my opinion, condescending manner. And like he just knows better than I do, and I'm just being ridiculous or something. And I'm like, no, dude, I'm outraged by the January 6th insurrection. I'm outraged by destroying all these different researches, cancer research and so on and so forth. And, the U.S. aid cancellation, which, a lot of Christian groups use, a lot of other people use. Let's the attack on everything from vaccines to, anybody who just doesn't follow their line of thought. And the only reason they have that line of thought is because it helps get them, get people hateful and angry, and they can get these people to side with them because of it. So all these people are become racist, homophobic, everything because they don't want to be woke. And I'm sorry, but woke is not a bad thing to care about your fellow human beings to the extent that you're not going to sit there and judge them and especially treat them in a cruel and, just awful manner. And that's what you're doing when you do that kind of crap. You're just being cruel and unkind, nasty, bigoted pieces of shit. That's all there is to it. And people can hate on me, hate on all the other people that are speaking out right now. I've seen so many things now where there's a lot of, used to be Republicans, used to be MAGA people that are like going, what the hell are you doing? I've just lost my job. I'm a federal employee, because they're hack and slashing and they're bringing down like things like the EPA and the CDC and the Department of Education because, well, on the Department of Education, they want stupid people. They want people to be ignorant so they can keep them under control. They want you to think that the poor people are your problem when it really is the billionaires and corporations that are your problem. They're the ones that don't pay taxes. They're the ones that are benefiting off of our backs. Period. That's how that works. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. People are not being lazy by being poor. People are poor because they're put into that position and it's next to impossible to get out of it. I'm in a position where it's like I am struggling. I am fighting tooth and nail. We tried to do a business. We're trying to do extra things. I do like online surveys and all kinds of things to try to make extra money, and I'm still struggling. My, partner wife is trying to find a job, but we live remotely. I thought, well, this Starlink thing will help out. Nope. It's satellite, so most places are refusing her because it's satellite, even though it's faster than, it's faster than my connection at work and more stable. So what the hell is that about? I don't know. Anyways, it's a hard world. It's a cruel world out there. So when people are kind to each other and do nice things for each other, that's amazing because it's really tough. Because, hey, people get shot down for it. I don't mean that literally, but, they get, harassed and bullied because they're supporting trans people, they're supporting, Hispanic people, they're supporting immigrants, they're supporting whatever, because they believe in humanity and empathy and helping one another and being a good person like, the Golden Rule talks about and Christianity talks about a lot. About being kind. Jesus talked a lot about that, guys, if you're really into that sort of thing. And so you'd hate Jesus now. You should really hate Jesus if you're one of those types of bigoted Christians that think that that's all terrible and woke. Jesus was woke, dudes. Sorry. He said befriend everybody. He had friends that were prostitutes, tax collectors, poor people, rich people, sick people, well people, whatever. It didn't matter. Love one another. That's what it's supposed to be about. And you're not loving one another. You're hating everybody that's not like you and following your belief set. And I'm sorry, kids, but it's a big world out there with, we'll be hitting 9 billion people on this planet. And they're not all going to think like you, baby. Not at all. Especially when you're this hateful, this cruel, and this non-thinking. Hey, you know what? Have a great day. I'm going to go pack up some of my stuff because I got to move. Love you guys. Have a great day.